I'm Shawn Walsh, and I guess I've been involved in computer graphics and animation and visual effects for a little over 15 years now. I started out in more traditional artwork, did an art degree at University of British Columbia, and that was really what brought me to Vancouver. I grew up on Vancouver Island, and I've worked in Los Angeles, San Francisco, London, and here.
I'm Entis. I've been in digital media and computer graphics for 32 years now. I've been in Vancouver since June of 2001. I've lived and worked in Manhattan, San Francisco Bay Area, Santa Monica before moving up here in 2001. In some ways it's different, in some ways it's the same as what I've always done, which is to find talented groups of people and figure out what they need to be as successful as possible. And one of the things that amazes me is that the fact that you and I just met for the first time today. I know a lot of digital effects, digital animation, digital media companies in town. The strength in Vancouver is clearly there's big studios and big companies moving in, but there's a lot of other shops in town that are doing great work. I mean, the talent base here is really kind of surprising.
You know, there's very strong traditional filming crews in the Lower Mainland. There's great sound stages. It's becoming a sort of old hat to say that Vancouver is a one-stop shop. You can do games here, you can do feature films, you can do animated television series. Really, we have a full portfolio of services and creative talent and technology that are all tied together around this an amazing city. Yeah. I think that really captures people's imagination, and I do think that, to be honest, we haven't seen anything yet. I think we're really sitting on a powder keg of creativity and technological capability that really hasn't been tapped into.
And it really is amazing not only how many people here, but how many different shops are doing strong work. And you know, when you told me you guys had 100 people at your peak, it was, you know, on the one hand it surprised me because I hadn't been over to see you guys. On the other hand, it doesn't anymore, just because there's so many stories like that happening in Vancouver. It's kind of an incredible explosion of digital animation.
Yeah, I think I'm really excited about the sort of cross-pollination of all of the different ways in which, especially post-production, games, animation are really all operating in the same environment, and they're captivating a group of people who have a sort of similar interest and passion, and that's image making, and image making in a forward-looking sense.
Well, I think that's true. I mean, when I look back at the early days of computer graphics, there was a frontier mentality. You know, you'd go to a studio to talk about digital effects, and people just like, hey, I mean, they just thought we were a bunch of geeks. I mean, we were a bunch of geeks, so that was accurate. But on the other hand, we were a bunch of geeks that had, I think, a powerful idea of using digital imagery to change filmmaking, and so we felt like outsiders. We felt like we had something to prove. One of the things I love about being in Vancouver is, you're right, we are in a powder keg. I mean, the talent, the potential's here, but there's still this sense in Vancouver of we know we've got the talent and the ability, but we feel like we've got something to prove. I don't think LA or San Francisco, they feel like they're sort of there, and I love that kind of frontier spirit here of like, we still have to show the world what we can do.
Yes.